the guards leading up to him, which is good. It would be a pain in the arse if the boss was immune to, you know, one of the heroes spell, like basically an entire class. That would be a pain in the arse. But I did like that game over, like, say, the original Dungeon Siege, because you could use special abilities. Okay, I have to fight the ghost shade things. You had like limits. I played a lot of Final Fantasy VII as a kid. Well, limit breaks, but whatever. You had like special. They weren't half bad. I don't really remember them too well. I do believe there was this one like attack that was basically a big arrow that's launched in a straight line. There was a combat mage spell that basically affected all the enemies within the AoE with a dot, or with a debuff, that if they died while under it, they would explode and affect nearby enemies with it. I also remember that there was a sorry, I'm tired, I'm getting distracted. I also remember that there was a... Can I be honest? I actually don't remember what I was talking about. Mine's blanked. Let me stop and think for a moment. I actually really don't remember. I'm sorry, folks. I actually don't remember in the slightest. I'm gonna wander over here, then wander back and see if it jogs my memory. Because just maybe seeing the same thing over again would help. Oh, that looks cool. Just above my cursor. You know the White House effect? Yeah, that's cool. Okay. I kind of remember it a bit better now, but it's just like the fog has cleared slightly, but it's still there. So I don't really remember. Basically, if you're curious at all as to what I was saying, put a timestamp in the video of where I was talking, and just ask me to explain. Alright? I'll go have a listen over to what I was saying, and just basically the timestamp be where I started talking about it, or just before I started forgetting, just before I forgot what I was saying, and I'll just go back a few seconds and to the start of it myself, and I'll tell you my best guess about the point I was trying to get at. Excuse me. It is strange how the enemies here keep refusing to drop any loot. It's odd. I'm actually really annoyed over me forgetting what I was saying mid-speech. It's actually really irritating because my mind keeps like trying to take over the thing, but it's not finding any thread to pull on. So my mind can just keep trying and trying and trying. It's just like even though I don't really know much about cars, it's just like you're trying to activate the car, but it's just not catching. But you just keep trying anyway. And you just get really frustrated. Yeah, that's the feeling. But instead of a car, it's my mind, and it's unnerving. Well, not unnerving. It's an uncomfortable feeling. But yeah, if you want me to explain what I was trying to say, or try to explain what I was trying to say, feel free to ask me in the comments. Just provide me a timestamp to point me in the right direction, even if it sends me to like the previous video to this one. I have it set up to automatically edit, cut into 25-minute segments. So it may have already passed into another, new episode. So yeah, just drop me a just leave a comment on a video, either this one or the, if this is in 2 parts, the previous one. I'll leave it entirely up to you. Just include a timestamp, and if it's the previous, let's say if it's on video B, but part of it's in video A, just tell me that bit of it's in video A. So, just give me that little details, and I have no problem trying to explain my thought process to you. I'm actually really annoyed, like, what the fuck did I say? I could stop and check, but I'm almost annoyed by that as well. Plus, it makes my computer start sounding like it's like trying to grind through metal when it's just trying to read the hard drive. I would also have to actually exit out of XSplit and everything, because going into the folder of videos via XSplit actually starts that process off. I tried to record some Red Faction recently. Computer went to shit when I went back to it, because I didn't close XSplit after opening up the folder to see the videos. The computer went to utter shit. It just started churning, like grinding metal, and moved very, very slowly. And I was playing Red Faction 1. How Red Faction 2, maybe even Armageddon, currently the last game in the Red Faction series, aren't exactly graphically intensive. This computer should be more than well enough capable of handling them, but clearly not. Well, not if I've opened the XSplit folder. God damn, I'm tired. I don't know if anything's ever explained what that green gunge is. Certainly doesn't seem healthy, and it certainly makes me think of radioactive waste, but, that you'd seen The Simpsons or whatever, but,
Inventory is full. I can't carry anymore.
Somehow I don't think the Scourge are running around with, nuclear waste. Somehow. Okay. Let's see what I actually have in my heirlooms. I actually had more than this. I had... Okay, that's where it's all gone. Actually, I still had more than what's here. I had the polished breastplate of valor. Or did I? Yeah, I think that's what I had. I just remember I had a torso armor, but it went missing. Okay. I totally saw some there, but I think it's just the grass dipping into the solid matter. Or, well, solid matter for everything bar the grass. Imagine trying to mold that on. Just the person's calling out, "Oh, be careful, our grass can phase through reality." Be kinda hard to cut, don't you think? I love how they don't notice in the slightest that I'm just like slaughtering the mages to the left and right. Okay. You rush in there. How the fuck did I hit you? That makes no sense. Physics died here today. R.I.P. Physics, we hardly knew you. God damn, I'm tired. Stone of Light.
I can't carry anymore.
You think it would have been corrupted or, you know, messed with after all this time in Scourge hands? But no, it's apparently in pristine condition. Kind of strange. Alright. Big boy here is going to be a bit more manageable now. Okay, stay on passive. I need to lure big boy over here. Let's just hope we don't run into his bro. Oh Christ, run! Okay, he'll be there. Yeah, we're gonna have to kill these guys. Or if we wait just a little bit, he'll pad away from any nearby guards or allies. At least the dead are friendly to each other. You gotta have friends. Beasts, humanoids, and critters. Frost Nova. Ooh, nearly dead already. So is my Frost Elemental. Thank you for booting me back. It's easier to stay away from you that way. Ow. Stop that. Oh Christ, my Frost Elemental's still alive. Freeze him. Keep him busy, Frosty. New. And actually it's meant to be a water elemental, but he just uses frost spells, so I can't think of him as a frost as a water elemental. I think of him as a ice elemental. What's that always hanging out? Because it honestly, I swore it kind of flopped out the moment he died. Okay. His head. No flavor text. Well, that's kind of disappointing. Always like the flavor text on, you know, items. Actually, here's the thing for you. If you ever find a disconnected abomination head, I wonder if it counts on a corpse. Like an enemy that you kill. I do know that in some areas you'll find like an abomination head on a table. Or stuck on something. The eye will still be darting around in one of its sockets. Excuse me. It's a nice little detail. Ugh, god damn, I'm tired. You know, I'm still thinking about what I forgot earlier. I know you may have already asked me in the comments, but, you know, I'm recording this in one big set, so, you know, I actually haven't been asked it yet. I'm still thinking, what was I saying? I remember talking about Warcraft and how, like, allegedly in one of the games, like, half the game is non-canon. I remember talking about later on about how, you know, the point of the things is show off the quests and the zones, and there's no need for me to, you know, like I'm already out leveling the zones as it is. There's no need for me to do so at an even greater rate. And then I tried to move on, and I don't remember what I was trying to say. Here, I know some I can talk about. I was talking before about Overwatch things. I found someone shared a comic online, and like an Overwatch thing. It was another, Dad 76 one. I shared it over on my Twitter. I like the artwork on it. I said this in the original share, but I felt awkward about it, so I took it down. Something about the art style in the first panel. For whatever reason, my mind can connect things weirdly. So maybe it's just my mind being weird, or maybe there's an actual similarity in it. But I end up thinking like of the artwork in, the associated with the Metal Gear Solid games. I don't know what it is. Like, is there an actual connection, or is it just my mind like being silly with me? Like, I could see Keanu Reeves and think, "Oh, Harvey Dent." I could think Two-Face, even though he never played that character. Apparently this isn't bad for you at all. But anyway, yeah, it's I don't know what to say. Basically, I just saw a funny comic off the Dad 76 thing, and it had nice artwork in it. Well, fine artwork in it, and it kind of reminded me of Metal Gear Solid art, at least in the first panel. I don't know why though. Could just me being not quirky, but my mind just being silly on me, or it could be for a different reason. Like, there is actually a similarity in the art. It's the person was clearly inspired by it or whatever. I don't know. Just so you know which comic I'm talking about, is between now and when this thing is finally posted. That actually does look kind of cool, I have to say. Just the ziggurat on the hill behind the trees. I like it. That could actually make a nice painting. Just need a different angle here on the camera. Somehow I have to get that in the picture, but not be like right on the ground. Like, it's just a bit too... The camera angle is just a bit too harsh. But yeah. Don't know what I was saying. Oh yeah, the comic. McCree is like, not on my watch. There's Soldier 76, McCree, and then Diva. Soldier 76 is like, not on my watch. Well, McCree says that. Soldier 76 is like, wait, don't you mean? And then there's like a little small panel where Diva's like, oh god, here it comes. And McCree's puzzled. And then Dad 76 is like, not over your watch, with finger gun and everything. And McCree just drops a cigar, after being stunned while Diva face palms. And I would credit the artist for that. Like, I found that funny. But I don't remember your name. I sincerely apologize. If there's any consolation, I did share the post on my Twitter. Not directing to the person's artwork. Like, on some Tumblr accounts, they will have like a post, and then bottom right they'll have a share button. The person who created it didn't have the share button, so they just went with someone else's. But it does link back to that person's Tumblr account. You just have to go an extra click. So, yeah. I'm still trying to find the other big guy. I'm not really sure where he patrols. But anyway, there's actually a funny other funny comics I've seen recently. There is one character in it. I don't remember her name. Oh, Farah.